With the legislative session for the Minnesota House of Representatives only 2.5 months away, committees from the House are making their tours around the state for future projects and legislation that could come up in the next session. This week, Hastings received a visit from one of these committees, the House Capital Investment Committee, as the city and local hockey enthusiasts pitched their proposals for bonding funds to help renovate and upgrade the Hastings Civic Arena. There are two items that the City of Hastings is requesting for the Civic Arena to receive renovations for: the R22 Freon refrigeration system and the roof that houses the West Hockey Rink. Both of these facilities for the Civic Arena are looking to be upgraded into more environmentally friendly equipment to help create greater longevity in their replacements. As City Administrator Dan Waiticha says,
changing out the refrigeration system, the current R22 Freon system has had changed federal regulations that the Freon can no longer be manufactured or imported, which means you have to rely on the existing inventory. And particularly with an older system, there are leaks. So it's tough to rely on that inventory. Eventually, and the proposed bonding request here is changing that refrigerant over to an ammonia-based system.
Making these changes to the facilities is especially important to Hastings residents who have and continue to spend a great amount of their time in the Civic Arena. Two of these local enthusiasts and former Raider hockey players, Nick Tuckner and Jordy Vogeljesane, were delighted to share their stories for their time spent in the arena to the touring committee.
This place means so much to so many of us, and since I was 5 years old, I'm 41 now, I've spent a majority of my time in this community, in this very building. And even though it's one of the most beautiful and just aesthetically beautiful buildings in the upper Midwest, it still needs work. It needs to be upkept.
This place is special for so many reasons. Lifelong memories and friendships have blossomed under this roof. In fact, 4 of my 6 bridesmaids were my squirt through high school teammates on this sheet of ice. The magic, special feeling that this rink provides is the reason I came back to coach immediately following college graduation. I can't get enough of this place, and I can't stay away from it. This has always provided such a safe, fun place to come and work hard, to become a better athlete and grow as a young woman. I love that, and I am proud that I am able to, through coaching, give back to the program and community that afforded me so much success and opportunities.
Representative Few Lee, chair of the Capital Investment Committee, says the community output on the tour will help him and other committee members with their voting considerations come the next legislative session.
What really made a mark today was just hearing from the local residents. We saw some that have grew up over here in the ice arena when they were younger at 5. Now they're a fully grown adult, and just hearing about the different generation of people that have utilized this arena, just understanding the impact that it has on the local community. I think that will weigh heavily, not just for myself, but members of the committee too.
The Hastings Civic Arena has seen thousands of youth hockey players over multiple generations throughout its long history. The City of Hastings, as well as the Hastings Hockey Association, hope to earn bonding funding from the state in its next legislative session so that the upgrades can be made and another name could be added to these glass cases in the future. Hastings Hockey Association President Curtis Garretts says even if the bonding funds are not received, the association will continue to find ways to chip away at updating the Civic Arena facilities as a whole.
I don't know as much as to what goes on to it, but you kind of heard with the tour that we had. It's more of an environmental concern and a resource concern with our cooling system as is right now. If the bond does not go through and we don't receive the funds, probably the next step would be is we're going to have to try again next year. In the meantime, the Hastings Hockey Association, our board of directors is really committed to improving the arena as a whole. We've got a committee that's starting called the Arena Ambassadors, and it's a collective committee of the high school, the Hockey Association, and some of the employees here at the arena, along with some of the city council members, that we can all collectively be at the table at the same time to talk about what are the needs, what are the wants, what are the priorities with the arena. So if things don't happen big picture with the bond, we want to start to chew off little bits at a time with what we can do with our own funding here as a city and even as an association.
The next legislative session for the Minnesota House of Representatives begins on January 31st, 2022. Once the session begins, it may be a few weeks before Hastings residents and hockey enthusiasts find out if the Hastings Civic Arena will receive the bonding funds to upgrade its facilities. For HCTV, I'm Theodore Tollefson.